Welcome back, Blood Bowl fans, to the Kringle Cup 5. Cole,
Come alive for the Kringle Cup
come
5.
alive for the Kringle Cup 5. Folks, we have a treat here for you today. It's no game today, I'm sorry. Uh, but we have the halfway through the tournament rundown video, uh, title pending. So this is, we just wrapped up week 3, and we're on to week 4. There's going to be 6 rounds in this tournament of 7 teams. Before the final competition knockout tournament. But for the round robin portion of the Kringle Cup 5, we're halfway through. And Cole and I thought it would be good to sort of give an update to everybody and see where the teams are at, how they're doing, and where we think they're going to go. Right, Cole?
Oh, yeah. We're looking for the future.
Yes, the future indeed. Well, Cole, who are we going to start with today?
Today we're going to start with Porn Stars United.
All right. This is Coach Doug's team, the PSU. Their current record is 3-0, technically. One of those games is a bye. He started the tournament with a bye week, so he's played twice and he's won twice. He's on a roll so far, and I think he'd like to see how far it can go. Now remember, when Doug started, his team was all line women. Well, now it's almost all line women. Right, Cole?
Yes, he's added the new player, Hazel Moore, the Jaguar Warrior blocker.
And Hazel Moore, the Jaguar warrior blocker, that trips you. Uh, has a skill we haven't really seen before. It's defensive. Cole, do you want to tell us a little bit about defensive?
Yeah, it's quite simple. During the turn of your opponent, any player marked by this player cannot use the guard skill.
So it's a unique skill in that it only works on your opponent's turn.
Yeah, it's a very niche skill. Like
Yeah.
it's like it's good against guard, but not when you're fighting
Mm-hmm.
them.
Yeah. So it is a guard killer, but only when you are on the defense. Only when it's your opponent's turn. So if you think you're going to use it to go break your opponent's strong lines, if they're all reinforced with guard and standing next to each other, think again. Really, what it is to stop your opponent from stacking a bunch of players with guard next to you. So I don't know how useful that is, how practical it is for to have the one player with it, and especially looking at our league. I don't know if that many people have guard, um, but it's something. And he's got a new player, and she's got one more strength than all the rest of the team, and it'll be interesting. He does have a few players who've leveled up since the start of the game. So Mia Malkova, Danny Daniels both have block now. So does Sasha Gray. Um, and he's next game he's gonna be missing 2 players, Lisa Ann and Indigo White. Lisa Ann is gonna be down 1 armor value. He has an apothecary now, and he still has 7 rerolls like he did at the start. Probably don't need to pick up that 8th. Don't waste your money on that. So what do you think about Porn Stars United, Cole? How you think they could take this thing?
He's been rolling. He hasn't lost a game yet. Uh, could be from the bye week. He's only played the 2 games really, but having the dodge literally everywhere, it's pretty easy for leveling up. You know, you get the block, and then you get the Holy Trinity block and dodge,
Yeah,
and he can just do that with every player since most of them are line women.
true. Yep, very true. So I think Doug has a good opportunity, and he's been on a roll, like you said, and he's just going to keep rolling. I think. Yeah, he's playing Marlowe this week, which will be a really good game. I really don't know how that's going to go. So we're going to go to the next on the list, which is the team from Davis. This is our human team this year. So human teams used to be a novelty. Then some groundbreaking coach, brought a human team. Almost won with them last year. Yeah, now Coach Davis is hoping to replicate that success. So, what's changed for the team from Davis?
Well, they've had the loss of a Davis, and
Yes.
then they had to bring another Davis to replace that gap. One of the blitzers had a and now they've
Yes.
been replaced with Romantic Davis.
Oh, very nice. I'm already a little, swooning a little bit. I like romantic Davis. Yeah,
Well, he
Davis.
has block, so he's all about consent.
Yeah, Davis is.
So,
Yeah, Davis has been. He was off to a promising start. He won his first game. He's lost the next two, so he's 1-2 right now. He did manage to pick up an apothecary, so hopefully he won't have to make too many more replacements. And then as far as skills, new skills on his players, it seems like he's kind of been random rolling. So 6 foot Davis picked up strong arm and guard. I know he picked guard. Strong arm was definitely a random roll. Cole, what does strong arm do?
well, strong arm gives uh, the ogre +1 to passing test for throwing a teammate.
Which he doesn't
So
have
maybe
anybody that can be thrown.
uh, the human team can pick up a couple halflings. So I'm
Ah.
thinking maybe a 4 foot Davis will appear soon,
And then
and
he could use
then
four
and
foot
then they'll
Davis.
show up.
Oh, perfect. So if Davis were
Yeah,
to pick up a
they'll
small,
stack
tiny
up to
one,
make a 10 foot Davis.
yeah,
You
that's
know.
right. So that it might maybe it gives him a direction he could lean into. But so far, Davis has been playing very blocky. So like we said at the beginning of the league, the human team can build however they want and go anywhere. And Davis, true to Davis fashion, has been avoiding passing and he's been going for smashing. And it hasn't worked out terribly well for him. I thought he could have won his last game truly, but he didn't. So I don't know. We'll see if he doubles down and goes for the smashing, or maybe he tries to change direction. I, Again, it's still, not that many other players have traits, so he could really go for anything. Speaking of the other players with traits that were random rolled, Loser Davis picked up Fend, wherever here he is, and Frenzy, which I think I've talked about this in a few games before. I am not a big fan of Frenzy. And I've seen this with Davis a few times where he keeps putting himself in positions he doesn't want to be in because these frenzied players have to automatically follow up no matter what. I don't think that's very good. It kind of takes power away from you as a coach. There's certain situations in which it's nice. It's nice to always have a second chance to hit if you only get pushes the first time. Um, Anime Davis picked up Dirty Player. Haven't really seen him use it yet, but that could be good for fouling. So that's awesome. And yeah,
Yeah, it's always good to have one dirty player, just so you can be like, all right, here's the one guy. He's going in.
it's his job. He's
You
the
know,
enforcer. Yeah. Okay. And then Davis, I don't know if I mentioned, also picked up an apothecary. Next, Cole.
the next team on the list, the 6-7s.
The 6-7s are 1-2. They started with a bye, so they've only played twice, and they've lost both games. But that one is their bye week. So, ooh, excuse me. And yeah, one thing when you look at the 6-7s, you notice maybe your eyes drawn to all the color here, but mine was drawn right here. Look at all this freaking gold he's sitting on. He's been getting lucky with his expensive mistakes rolls. That is for sure. Um, wow, Cole, just look at that. And then you look at all this money, and then your eyes go right here to this team value. It is extremely low, Cole. What do we think about that?
Well, it's also low because some of his players are missing the next game.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think at this point, uh, Coach Andrew might want to invest in a reroll or two, since the
He has zero.
because
Zero.
yeah, but but most games he'll always bring the Halfling Master Chef, which can range from 0 3 rerolls,
So he's really banking on that
but
halfling
what he
master
was
chef.
relying on before to
Yeah.
get the rerolls. Yeah, it's quite with theme of the Halfling.
Well, that hasn't been working out for him,
Basically
unfortunately.
balanced of taking it every game.
Yeah. Well, there's been a few changes. So Andrew has no rerolls, no apothecary. He has several players now with reduced armor value from injuries, and he has two players who will be missing the next match. That is Bombombini Gusini and Zenless Zone Zero, who will be missing the next match. He does now have some players with new traits like Bombadiro Crocodilo has sprint, so he can attempt to rush 3 times instead of 2, which is sometimes can be pretty big. But he's just a lineman, so I assume that was a random roll. Sneaky get on Bombombini Gusini, and that is another fun foul trait. So sneaky get, hopefully your player won't be sent off when he commits a foul. So I can see him doing a lot more fouling. And Chimpanzini Bombini, who's gotten 2 new skills: safe pair of hands and jump up. Safe pair of hands is real useful. So when he gets knocked down, he can choose where the ball will land, which can be pretty strong. All right, next one.
The next team is, of course, the infamous the Clown Car.
Yes, this is their
I'm
renaissance. We've seen a team called the Clown Car before, and here they are again, coached by the same coach. All right.
But yeah, here we got some good development for the team. Uh, the gutter runner Bozo, he's got the Holy Trinity, block and dodge, so he's practically unstoppable at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But not many other players have changes other than that. It seems like if you look here, Marlowe's been saving up his star player points, especially on Krusty, who's got 10. And I was wondering, Cole was wondering, we talked about it. Is Marlowe going for block on Krusty? It could be. He would be extremely strong with block, or really any other strength skill. So who knows, right, Cole?
yeah,
And then, yeah, like Cole said, Bozo has Blodge now. He started with Dodge, now he's got Blodge. And McDonald has Leader. Cole, what does Leader do?
leader is basically a one free reroll as long as the player is alive and on the field.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so that could be
Uh,
pretty strong.
it yeah.
And Marlowe has picked up an apothecary. He's also got 6 cheerleaders and 6 dedicated fans, which is the most I think anybody has of either of those. And yeah, he's got plenty of snotlings who he has been firing and replacing when they get injured. So you haven't seen too many. Some of these names are familiar, like Taco Sock and Peter, but others are new, like Snotling Davis. And that's about all we have for the clown car. And now we're moving on to what I assume is the fan favorite team. Surely everybody loves this team the most. I know I do. That would be my team, the Publishers. Cole, I don't want to be biased. I'll let you take it away on this one.
Well, we do have some fan favorite players, like such as Joe Abercrombie, the newest to the roster. He started with 2-star player points since he was originally Bellamy, and then he was hired on, became British.
That's right. Became
Uh,
Cole's favorite author. That's how we got a Cole fan.
so yeah, uh, it appears, with the War Dancers having block and dodge and leap at the start, it's pretty easy for them to become like a mega player
Hmm.
where they're like like they're like the guy that will score the touchdowns. Similar to the Red Wave Reapers with Scarlett Peterson. She scored like almost every touchdown, so she even got a characteristic increase. We got so many touchdowns with her.
Yep. So what?
But yeah,
We picked up some new skills. So we've got three players with new skills, Cole. And I don't think we've
yeah, we
talked about
got
them yet.
yeah we got strip ball on Ernest Hemingway and F. Scott Fitzgerald. That's good to get the ball out. So especially with block, like the only way they're uh, well, for Ernest Hemingway, he's got block, dodge, strip ball, and tackle. So the only way the ball is not leaving the player's hand is if you get a red skull.
I'm coming for you, basically. I
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
be the one to mess with this guy. Um, Meme reference. Oh God. Okay.
yeah, Sabutu. Um, so we got two players with tackle. It appears that Coach Train is clearly teching against, um, you know, the Dodge and Porn Stars United in particular,
It's
since
true.
the entire team has a Dodge.
I am. It's true.
We do have a lot of linemen that are getting close to getting a skill.
I've been
Uh,
saving up.
uh, they might either get block or tackle. So,
Yep.
but yeah, you got the three rerolls, the apothecary, the most team value of all the teams. So they're looking to be trucking this season.
And I didn't say any of that. That was all Cole, so it wasn't biased. Well, we'll move on
I
to our
also like
next
when the
team.
war dancer does the kick or does like the roll into the kick.
Oh yeah,
That's
those are
always fun to
fun.
watch.
Well, I'll talk about our next team, so we're still not biased. No bias here. We have the stinkiest team that everybody hates and nobody likes, and the stinkiest coach who's ugly and nobody kisses him. It is Halford Sweet Teeth. I'm just kidding, Cole. There's a lot of really interesting stuff going on with Halford Sweet Teeth. So Halford Sweet Teeth is 2-1. They've played 3 games, so they won those two fair and square. And he's got a lot of levels on his Vampire Blitzers here. He's saving up. Uh, the only person he's really leveled up so far is Gravedigger Herman, who has block now. He did lose a thrall. So far, he has not replaced it. So he's down one thrall, which could be interesting because he needs those thralls for his vampire players. But other than that, Cole has picked up one or two more rerolls. I can't remember how many he started with. He's got 4 dedicated fans, and yeah, once he starts to pick up some skills on these guys, it's gonna be. I mean, he was already scary. I was so scared when I played him that I made one of the rookiest mistakes and just made a huge blob cage, and Cole punished me for that pretty bad. So once he starts putting some skills on this, he's going to be even scarier. He will have one Vampire Blitzer missing next game, Edgar von Karstein, but I don't think that'll affect the game too much. Cole, while relying on his vampires, his team is still mostly thralls, and they do a lot of the grunt work, so I don't think that's going to affect the next game terribly for Cole. That sound fair, Cole?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to move on to. Oh, and Cole also does not have an apothecary, and you're thinking, well, he can't get one. I was actually informed today that he can. You can get an apothecary, and you just have not yet.
Yeah, we're looking to just see how many rerolls we can sneak in. Uh,
He's dugging it now. He's jealous, is what it was. He's jealous of
no,
Doug. That's
we're
crazy.
building up to we're building up to Doug activities.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, we're gonna move on to the next team, and this will be our final team. This is Halford Sweet Teeth, Coach Trey, the new addition to the league. This is his team. So far, they are 0-3. He's been having a rough go of it. So he hasn't leveled up too many people. He's only got the one leveled player who is Ragnarsson Showerbeer, his Ulfveriner. And he's got Guard, which I don't know if that was chosen or a random roll. It's helpful, but I don't know if it's that helpful. I would have rather gone with Block or maybe Dodge. Part of Blodge. You know, you gotta put Block or Dodge. So I'm assuming he must have random rolled that. What, yeah, not too much else to say. He did finally pick up an apothecary. Do you have any thoughts, Cole?
Yeah, I do think getting block on the Ulfruners are is very important since that is their downfall with, the rest of the team having block
Mm-hmm.
at the start, except for the Valkyries, but the Valkyries get, four skills
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
But this team has also been set back by the death of one of the Valkyries and
Yes. You're right, and I forgot to
other
write down the
maladies.
deaths. But yeah, he is missing. He did lose a Valkyrie and had to replace her. He did end up picking up a new beer boar. And so he played a pretty decent match against Cole yesterday, where he pounded your players into the dirt, dude. He really was laying it on you. You still came out on top. Congratulations. But yeah, he's got some strong guys. I would not discount it. I mean, 4 strength is a lot. So Trey could be doing some stuff. We'll see. We will see. And then I wanted to talk really quickly about our losses so far in the Kringle Cup 5. And I wanted to say thank you for your service in remembrance to Alcoholic Davis, Thick Booty Davis, Suna Prost, the Valkyrie, and Pianist Felix. Thank you all for your sacrifice to this made up game. Thank you. And that's all. That's all we have for you. I was thinking it'd be a funny bit to look at the AI team that we use for bye week and call them really shitty and make fun of them, but I don't feel like it. Wow, I forgot they all have attack. That's crazy. This would be the perfect Doug counter if this is in the game. That's nuts. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's all. That's all there is, folks. Thank you for watching, and good luck in the Kringle Cup 5 if you're playing, and have fun. Enjoy watching if you're just watching. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Kringle Cup 5.
Come alive.